everyone, this is Ashmita from Services Classes, and as you can see here in today's class, as you have seen in the title itself, it's all about the UPSC second paper, that is paper 2 for the year 2022. And here we are going to solve the questions. Like here we are going to select certain questions and then we are going to solve it. It's not all about like solving all the questions for paper 2, but rather we are going to solve 5 to 6 questions in each of our videos so that you can follow it properly. And if you have any kind of queries, do comment below in our comment box. You will get your space where you can just post your queries, and here we can just help you out. And apart from this, if you want to join our classes, you can just go over to the description box just below this video. You will get it. That's www.servicesclasses.com. That's the official website of our classes. You can also just call us at the number which is provided at the beginning of the video, or you can also just check the number in the description box and give us a call at any time. You are going to get the like benefits of live lectures, recorded lectures, portal access that's available to all the enrolled candidates 24/7. We are providing you with all the facilities regarding crash courses, scholarships, doubt clearing classes, then worksheets after every session, mock test facilities, and also past 5-year solutions we are going to provide you for any kind of entrance examination preparation that you want to do. And apart from that, we are going to provide you with source study materials which will be provided at your doorstep through the fastest delivery possible. All right, so that's it about our classes. And if you want to solve the sample papers and the unsolved papers also, we are here to help you out. So let's begin solving the questions provided. Today we are going to solve UPSC 2022 paper. That is the exam that just took place, and many of you might have given this. And this is paper 2. We're going to solve a set of 5 questions in today's class. Like if you follow our classes, you will understand that we normally solve 5 to 6 questions, not more than that, because you need to understand each answer elaborately. So we do not like make our videos too much lengthier, because that can like put too much pressure on your mind. So you better understand 5 questions at a time. That would be like much better. So this is from the general studies paper. All right, so as you can see on your screen, some case studies are there which is presented to you from economics. Let's start reading it and understand it. Now the passage, what is being directed to us is that directions for the following 3 items. You need to read the following passage and answer the items that follow the passage. Your answers to these items should be based on the passage only. Now the passage says, in some places in the world, the productivity of staples such as the rice and wheat has reached a plateau. Okay, neither new strains nor fancy agrochemicals are raising the yields, nor is there much unfarmed land left that is suitable to be brought under the plow. Okay, so they're talking about the staples and land, extra land that is not available anymore for growing crops. If global temperature continues to rise, some places will become unsuitable for farming. Now they're talking about climate, applications of technology can help overcome these problems. Agricultural technology is changing fast. Much of this change is brought about by affluent farmers in the West or the Americas. Next it is saying techniques developed in the West are being adapted in some places to make tropical crops more productive. Technology is of little use if it is not adapted. Yes, if we do not go on with the advanced technology that's coming up, then we are making little or no progress actually. So, in the developing world, that applies as much to existing farming techniques as it does to the latest advances in genetic modification, extending to the smallholders and subsistence farmers of Africa and Asia. The best of today's agricultural practices in such simple matters as how much fertilizers to apply and when would lead to a greatly increased availability of food for humanity. So, what they are saying is that take up those technologies that are available in the agricultural sector, like for the production of excess growth of crops, for the advanced techniques that are used for plowing and all the agricultural methods that are used nowadays. It's based on the modern techniques. So this passage is trying to say, this paragraph is trying to say that we should take up those kind of um, advancement technologies that will help us to produce more, because population is rising after all in the entire world and we need to feed them, right? So, with things like better roads and storage facilities to allow for the carriage of surpluses to the markets and reduce the wastage. And much of the products, much of the agricultural products that are harvested, much of them are left just to like get destroyed because there's no warehousing facilities, no proper like transportation facilities, no proper storage facilities. So that is harming the thing that has been cultivated, that has been harvested. Okay, so we need to make the fuller utilization of whatever resources are available to us. If we have land, we should be providing, like producing more and more crops to feed the overgrowing population. And if we are producing much food, then we should be considering it to be a blessing and just save it up instead of wasting it and like not providing proper storage facilities. So that's what the paragraph is trying to say. Let's move over to the questions that is following it. You see over here, it's question number 21. It says, based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. So number 1 and number 2 are the assumptions. Development of agricultural technology is confined to developed countries. Okay. Number 2 says agricultural technology is not adapted in the developing countries. No, number 1 is not correct. Number 2 is only correct. So they have asked us to select the correct ones, right? Let's check what they have asked. Yeah, they have asked us which one is correct. So of course we are going to consider number 2 only, alright? Number B is your correct answer. Let's move over to question number 22. Based on the above passage, yes, based on this passage that we have read, the following assumptions have been made. Number 1 says, poor countries need to bring about change in their existing farming techniques. Yes, of course, we have come across this point. Number 2 says developed countries have better infrastructure and they waste less food. No, we haven't come across this thing in the passage. So we are going to choose number A, that is, yeah, one only. Number 1 only. All right. Now let's move over to the next question. Number 23 says, based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Now, number 1 says, growing enough food for future generations will be a challenge. And number 2 says, corporate farming is a viable option for food security in poor countries. Of course, the first point we have come across in the paragraph, but the second point is not there. So we are going to choose number A, that is number 1 only, as the correct answer. All right, let's move over to question number 24. Question number 24 says the letters A, B, C, D, and E are arranged in such a way that there are exactly 2 letters between A and E. Okay, how many such arrangements are possible? So they are saying that in between A and E there are exactly 2 letters. Okay, so instead of 3 letters they are saying there are 2 letters. How many such arrangements are possible? Over here, like 24 arrangements as such are possible. All right, now let us move over to question number 25. Consider the question and 2 statements given below. Question 1 says, is Z brother of X? Statement 1 says, X is a brother of Y. Okay, so X is brother of Y. And Y is a brother of Z, and Y is a brother of Z. Statement 2 says X, Y, Z are siblings. Okay, so that is what I have written over here. Not both of them are siblings, rather one is the brother of another and another is the brother of other. So yeah, it's coming to siblings only. So let's get to see these statements. We need to choose which one of the following is correct in respect of the question and the statements. Statement number 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. No. How do we know that X is brother of what is a Z brother of X from the first statement? No, we cannot come to know from statement 1. Statement number 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. No, from here also we cannot come to answer the question. Number C, both statement 1 and statement 2 are sufficient to answer the question. No. Statement number D, both statement 1 and statement 2 are not sufficient to answer this question. Of course, this would be your correct answer because we cannot come to know from both of these statements the question's answer, that is Z brother of X. Okay, so yep, that's it for today's class. We're going to continue with this series of questions in our next classes. All right. So that was all for today's class. If you have any queries, do comment down below and we are there to help you out with all your problems. And if you want to enroll in our classes, do check the description box, or you can also check the phone number and the contact details provided at the beginning of the video. And do contact us. We are available 24/7 so that we can just help our students reach their goal. That's it for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our next classes.